Greetings, dear ones. How are you feeling this evening? We have come together to gather for this new earth. Our leaders meet. Now, I would like to just remember this moment in time because in life we can at times dismiss, disregard, or just not be aware that the simple things that we do in life can affect another person. And I always like to give this example, which is you can smile at a person, and that smile, dear ones, can be helping a person because that person may be sad. They may be feeling lonely. They may be feeling unwanted. So when you smile at a person, it's doing so much for them. And guess what? It's doing something for you as well. This is why, as I always say, we are interconnected, dear ones. We have to love one another. Of course, we have to love ourselves first. And when we do these things, we begin to create loving worlds. So just remember that a simple smile can help somebody get through their day. It doesn't have to be some big, elaborate thing, just a simple smile. So that always plays back in my mind because when I was younger, I used to think that, you had to do something so extravagant. But as I have grown to learn through my experiences, which I am so grateful for, I have learned that simple thing about a smile. So take note of it, dear ones. If you see a friend, if you see a stranger, just give them a smile because you might brighten up their day. So on that note, dear ones, New Earth magic. Yes, I am attuning to this frequency. And I know a lot of people may say, well, Sonia, what is the New Earth magic? Well, I'm glad you asked because New Earth magic is you. It is a state of being. It is when you walk throughout your life with your heart open. You are joyful. You are happy. And when you do these things, dear ones, this again uplifts the planet. This uplifts the whole of every person on the planet because you are vibrating in essence of love just within your essence. And this is something else that I want to share is that we are so powerful when we know who we are. Just your sheer essence is so powerful that when you know that, this literally changes the world. Now, as I say that, I'm thinking of a song, and I can't remember who sang it, but it was a song, or it is a song about I can move mountains, and I can move mountains, and something about the water. But yes, you can move mountains. You definitely can move mountains when you know who you are. And this is what I'm sharing about your sheer presence, your essence, which is love. Okay. Now, I have to break it down because a lot of people don't like to hear the word love, right? They're afraid of love, right? Because of what? The attachments that they have had with love. So then here we go. Humanity gets confused with love, thinking, oh, I don't want love because of X, Y, and Z, because I was in a relationship and it didn't turn out well for me. But that wasn't love. You see how we get confused with that? No, that was not love. That was an attachment that attached to love that made you feel sad, right? That made you feel lonely, that made you feel angry, that made you feel whatever attachment it was. That wasn't love. That's what I'm sharing. And I shared this previously on, I believe, on my last video on my other channel, because that is something that humanity gets confused. And let me tell you, I'm offender number one, because I used to think the same thing. It has nothing to do with love. It's the attachment that you have attached to. And then we at times do not know how to let it go. So when you don't let go of a energy that's really not you, okay, you begin to emulate that energy in your everyday interactions. And when we do that, that is when a lot of us, as I like to say, we lose ourselves. And yes, dear ones, I know about that because I lost myself many times at my job, in my marriage, in my home, walking down the street, driving in the car, everything. I can remember moments where it's like you daydream because you're like bored. You're bored because what? You don't know who you are. So you take on this experience that you're creating, because we are creator beings. If you didn't know that, dear ones, every single one of us, we are our own co-creators. Co-creators. We're creating with the mighty force that has created all life. Yes, all life. And, I don't like to get into so many labels, but, humanity calls this force God. Some people call it the universe. Some people call it Mother Earth. Some people call it the source that has created all life, the omnipotent essence that flows through every single life on the planet and off of the planet, because this energy that I'm speaking of, and it's you, by the way, is so powerful that it spans out into the cosmos. It spans out into the stars. Yes. So all of this stuff that I am saying, it is all revolving around you. So the new earth magic, as I said, is you. And when we can stay in our hearts, we are up leveling. We are staying connected to everything and everyone. Because what did I say earlier? You can smile at somebody and you can actually make them feel better. You can actually heal them. Yes, heal them from whatever affliction they may be feeling at that time. And this is what I am speaking of. So the new earth magic is just that, emulating your true essence. And yes, your true essence is love. Every single person on the planet is the essence of love. But we have forgotten that. Yes, dear ones, we're so busy, right? We're so busy doing this, doing that, making excuses, complaining. We're so busy. Now, I can say all of this because guess what? I'm offender number one again. I used to do it. I used to be so busy. And I can remember in my 20s, and we moved to another state. And I can just remember being so busy, running myself into circles, just running. So my divine higher self, that is what I call it, that is all seeing and all knowing, I said, or no, I'm sorry, My higher self said to me, "Where are you going? What are you doing?" So when that question came into my mind, I had to think about it. And I'm like, yeah, where am I going? And why am I rushing to go wherever I was going? Why am I rushing? So that was something I realized in my 20s, and it stayed with me. So ever since my 20s, now I'm not going to say I completely slowed down, but I can definitely say that my higher self brought that to my attention. And because of that, I did slow down some. Okay. I'm not going to say I was, completely slow this in my, especially in my 20s, but I did, I was aware of that. That's very significant. So you too, if you have moments in your life where you get intuition, because we all do get intuition, and your higher self is trying to communicate with you. Yes, every day, trying to help you stay on the right track, the track that's going to guide you to the people and the places and the things that's going to make you a better you. That's what this is all about. So the new earth, we know that. Yes, in the new earth, we know that when we are connected to the people and the places and the things, that we can create these worlds that are filled with love. And these worlds are being spiraled into future generations. Yes, for our children, for our grandchildren, and so on and so on. Because this is how it works. And right now, we are in a cycle of rebirthing. And because we're in a cycle of rebirthing, this means we are going through growing pains. We are literally going through growing pains, labor pains, yes, because we are learning more about ourselves in this new earth, and we are helping others. So the new earth is colorful, is joyful, is happiness. It's people knowing who they are. It's people wanting to help their neighbor, wanting to help their brother or their sister. This is what the new earth is all about. We follow our hearts because our hearts is our compass. It helps us to navigate this terrain of infinite possibilities. Yes, infinite possibilities, because we are the infinite possibility. When we can connect with that knowing of ourselves, so we are uplifting one another, helping people that may need help, because we all need help. All of us. We all need to feel comforted from a friend, from a mother, from a father. We all need that because we are all a part of the human race. Yes, the human race, where we are all interconnected. And the new earth is just that. Very colorful, very active, very proactive, and it is a joy to be in the new earth because there's no limitations. That's another thing. There's no limitations in the new earth. Guess what? There's no sickness in the new earth. What is sickness, huh? What is it? I don't even know what that is. But if you desire to open that door and walk through so you can be in the new earth, you can experience that as well. Because what did I say? We are the infinite possibilities. And because of that, we get to create what we want, what we want to see in the world. So I know, because I'm an empath, and I feel the energy of the planet. I feel the energy of humanity crying out for unity, crying out for justice, crying out for so many things. Humanity is crying out to be heard. Yes. Now in the new earth, you are heard. You are seen, because for one, your essence is a powerful essence that is divine. Yes, a lot of people may not know what divine means, but I'm here to tell you, divine is of the Most High, the Most High, witnessing itself in this physical suit of matter to be an example of love. Yes, you want to emanate that essence of love. Now, a lot of people, including myself in the past, can emulate, am I saying that right? Emulate an energy of rage, of sadness, of hatred, right? Yes, that can happen as well. And that is because, what have I been saying? We don't know who we are. When you truly know who you are, those expressions are laughable. Yes, they're laughable because, as I said, we are from the Most High. We are an essence that is divine. Think about it. When you don't know that, then yes, it is very easy to fall into expressions that say that you are less than, that says that you are nothing, that you have no worth. Yes, it's very easy to fall into that. But that is a part of this human experience. We have to have tough skin, right? We do. We have to be able to see through those expressions. And when we can gain the courage, right? We can gain the knowledge. Then you can look at any expression of fear, because that's what it is. It's different forms of fear. Fear has many masks, my dear, many. Shame, guilt, jealousy, envy. Yeah, these are all different lens and masks of fear. So if you find yourself in those expressions, that means that you have lost your way into those expressions that is really not you. I'm here to tell you, because what did I say? That all of us are? We are divine essences. We are witnessing ourselves in a physical body. So when you look in the mirror, what do you see? All right? I want you to ponder on that question. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Well, I can tell you right now what I see. I see all of humanity's light. Yes, I see everybody's light. And I see other things as well. But when you can see the light in somebody, that is transformative. Yes. And the sad thing, though, is when you see the light in somebody and they can't see the light in themselves, that is what I'm talking about. It's pretty sad because you can't see your own light. And for a lot of people, they don't even know that they're light. Yeah. They don't even know because they have gone down the rabbit hole, or they have gone down these pathways where it doesn't say that you are a divine essence, that you are love, that you are light. Yeah, it doesn't say that. It says the opposite. So because humanity is creatures of habit, when you believe that false reality, right? When you believe that, okay, remember what I'm saying. When you believe that you are not light, that you are the opposite, then you perpetuate that every day, every day. So think about it. If you perpetuate that every day, like having no self-worth, being insecure, then guess what? That becomes you, right? It makes sense now, right? It literally becomes you. And then you forget that you are a divine essence. You're a divine essence. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. Everybody is. Every single soul on this planet is light. And I'm here to tell you that we have our ancient ancestors. Yeah, I'm getting deep now. We have our ancient ancestors on other planets, other aspects of yourself helping us. All right, ponder on that too right now. Yes, I'm telling you, we are so fascinating. We have ancient parts of ourselves that are existing, and they are helping us to remember who we are. And this is why tonight I'm having the New Earth Magic, because it is all about us knowing who we are, anchoring our true essence of love in the new earth. And when we do that, we catalyze the masses so other people can feel that love. Yes, people can actually feel that love. And when you speak it, when you're being it, you are emanating that essence of love. And that is a healing thing. You are actually helping the whole of humanity. But a lot of people don't know about that. Yeah, they don't know about that energetic force that they are the force. And as I like to say, for people who know about the movie Star Wars, yeah, Star Wars was one of my favorite movies. You know why? Star Wars was a depiction of us, honey. Star Wars depicted humanity, the wars, all the different ethnicities, right? But most of all, what did they say? For me, this is what stuck out the most in Star Wars. May the force be with you. All right, so who you think is that force, huh? Who do you think is the force? Well, I think I've been talking about the force all night. You are that force. If you're not all into meditation, if you're not into prayer, guess what you can say? You can start saying that. I am the force. Because you are. You are a force to reckon with. Where you think that saying came from. You are a force to be reckoned with. So Star Wars, what is Luke Skywalker? What? The Jedi? Are you kidding me? Like all of that was messages to show us that we are a divine essence. And when you know who you are, you can obliterate, you can dismantle any of those false beliefs, those projections, those illusions that we allow to attach to our everyday reality and keeps us in what? The illusion, the matrix. Yes, all of that. So Star Wars, as I said, the main powerful phrase is, may the force be with you. So remember that, because you are that force. Yes, you are the force. Nothing can hurt you when you know who you are. And when you start stating that you are the force every day, guess what? You're going to start seeing some things. You're going to start seeing your own force. And guess what? You might get afraid. Yeah, you might get afraid. You know why? Because you never encountered your own force, because you never spoke it. You never spoke it into existence. You spoke the opposite all the time, right? Yeah, you spoke the opposite. You didn't speak what you truly are. But when you start speaking what you truly are, you start to emulate that essence. And as I said, nothing can touch you. Not one soul. As a matter of fact, nothing ever really can touch you, but it's because of our beliefs and our thoughts of ourselves. So if you don't think anything of yourself, then guess what? You will allow for these projections and these illusions, because I'm here to share with you this as well, which this is a saying that has been out for a while, but maybe some people don't know about this saying. If it's not love, it's not real. Okay? So let's remember that. If it's not love, it's not real. So that means most of humanity has been walking around, and this includes myself as well, walking around believing things that are not true. How do you like that? Yeah. Walking around believing things that is not true. So today is a day to be aware. Today is a day to be conscious. Today is a day to know that you are the force that can't be reckoned with. Let's get that straight. Yes. So you are learning tonight. And as I say all these things, there's no violence in what I am saying. It's just stating who you are. That is it. You state who you are. You are the force. You allow your heart, yes, you allow your heart to guide you every day, and you will begin to see magic in your life. You know why? Because you are listening to your compass that leads you every day. As a matter of fact, your heart is what wakes you up in the morning. Yes, your heart is so powerful. Okay. Like I'm just hitting like so many parts of us that is so powerful. And when you align to that knowing of yourself, it changes you. It changes you forever. So we are acknowledging tonight in the new earth that we are the force, and that we love and we walk boldly within our hearts, because we are the co-creators of our own realities. And we are not allowing for the illusion to bring us discomfort, bring us sadness, bring us all of those expressions that keep us distracted, right? And keep us feeling like confused, and all those expressions that are not us. Yes, tonight we are leveling up. We are seeing ourselves. We are loving ourselves, knowing that we are a divine essence that is witnessing itself every day. And when you do that, you, as I said, you will feel and you will see a change in your life. It's a beautiful thing. What can I say? It's a beautiful thing. It's a magical thing. And that is what the new earth is all about. Holding that frequency of love, no matter what is going on in the world. Because guess what, dear ones? There's always going to be things going on in the world. That's why those things are going on in the world. Yeah, they're going on in the world so you can tune into that and tune out of you. But no, we want to continue tuning in to you and tune out of that stuff, because in 2025, we are changing, we are transmuting all of those false beliefs, and we are becoming better. That's it. We're just becoming better. We're learning to love ourselves, and that is what it's about. I'm going to emphasize that because, again, a big portion of the collective, they do not want to hear what I'm saying about love. Because what did I say? They get confused with love being what was attached to love, that sad feeling. Yeah, it's not love, it's the sad feeling. It's the sadness that you're feeling. Love is the opposite. So when we can realize that, realize who we are, that we're the force, right? That our hearts guides us to all of our beautiful journeys and experiences that grow us, making us strong, making us resilient, making us loving and peaceful, then we are moving in the right direction. And we need to continue moving in that direction because we are in a new, lighter cycle on the earth. You know, our earth goes through cycles. Yes, we go through cycles where there are wars. Yeah, we go through cycles where there's peace. And then we go through cycles of evolution. So we are right now in a cycle of evolution. That means this is the evolution of humanity's process of evolution. We are it, and we are going through it right now. Now, of course, because we have free will, you can choose to do whatever you choose to do. So if you choose to stay in a world of illusion, right, and of sadness, and all those expressions that says that you're not worthy, that you're nothing, then that's your choice, and you will continue to repeat that every day. But if you choose to move forward in the new earth where there's love, where there's harmony, where there's joy, where there's happiness, where there's people coming together, helping one another because they know who they are and they know that we need each other. Because guess what, too? We are reflections of one another. Yeah, we are reflections of one another. That's why it's hard for us to see the things within us that we need to reevaluate. We need to just take that moment to see what is going on for us. But we see it in other people, right? Yeah, we're very quick to blame or judge other people, right? But those people are showing you parts of you that you don't want to see or you can't see. Now, I witnessed this in my life, and let me tell you, it's very profound when you can align and see that that person is reflecting back to you a part of yourself that you don't even know. You really don't, because I know I didn't know. I was really denying this thing that was happening to me, and it was being stubborn. Yeah, a person was in my life, and this person was so stubborn, and I just could not believe it. And then one day it just clicked. It just clicked in my mind, and I said, wow, I'm stubborn? Oh my goodness. I totally did not know that, but I learned from that. So this is what I'm saying. It's like we can't see it in ourselves, but like I said, we see it in others, right? Yeah, we're so quick to blame and judge and all this stuff, but we are learning today to stop judging and blaming and to look inward at ourselves. Because when we do look inward to ourselves, that is when we grow, that is when we overcome things, and we begin to really see our magnificence. Because I'm here to tell you, you are a magnificent force. You are. So, dear ones, I am going to round up this session of the New Earth. I hope that you continue to enjoy your evening. Remember who you are. Know that you are a divine essence that happens to be in a body, right? Experiencing life. And life, guess what, is a gift. Yes, everything about life is a gift. Everything. And when we can remember that life is a gift, guess what? That is going to reflect back to you so you can know that, guess what? You are also a gift. As a matter of fact, you are the greatest gift. But you're only the greatest gift when you know who you are. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay light, stay bright, and continue or open the door so you can walk in the new earth where our leaders meet and they change the world for the highest good of all. All right, take care. Blessings, light, and love.